Do you know that the same dad who pulled me away from trading still work a 9 to 5 job at the age of 68 years old? It is insane. Insane for me to see him wake up every day, every morning, going for his 9 to 5 job and only for a misery salary. Imagine this, you're at a crossroads and the choice you make could cost you someone you love. For me, it was a choice between my passion for trading and my relationship with my own dad. Sounds intense, right? But that's exactly what happened. I was excited to break out of the ordinary, think outside the box and really go after something different. But my dad, he didn't see it that way. One day he just straight up told me it's either trading or me if I wanted his support. I'd have to quit trading entirely, just like that. Here's the thing though, my dad didn't say this because he wanted to hold me back or didn't want me to succeed. No, it was fear of the unknown, fear of the risks and the system, and it left me standing there, pulled in both directions because he'd been there for me my whole life. How could I walk away from that? But I couldn't shake the idea of chasing my goals. So yeah, on November 28, 2021, I made a big decision. One that I had to keep my trading secret from my dad. It was very harsh, this kind of decision, when you're finding your own path and you are thinking every day about how can I reach my goals and help my family in return, but at the same time you're facing pushback from your own family. So follow me closely if you want to know how it turned out with my trading journey and also my relationship with my dad. There are 3 phases that completely changed everything for my trading journey. First one is hiding my trading and struggles from my dad for 3 years. Second one is my true process from $0 to $1 million in trading capital within 3 years. And the last is how I shocked my dad with my results. Let me take you back to a day I'll never forget, November 28, 2021. This was the day my dad looked me dead in the eyes and said, "It's either me or trading." For him, there was no middle ground. In his mind, trading meant risk, uncertainty, and failure. So if I wanted him in my life, trading was off the table. But how could I let go? Trading wasn't just a hobby, it was a passion. But then again, my dad, he was everything to me. How could I choose? And that's when it hit me, and I told myself I'd have to lie. I'd have to hide my trading journey from him, bury every struggle deep down and just pretend. But man, that wasn't easy. I remember the endless days of pretending to go along with my dad's dreams, going to school and studying for a future he had planned. He wanted me to become a lawyer, and I went through the motions to keep him happy. But deep down, I knew that life wasn't for me. I craved something different, something bold. So every chance I got, I was sneaking off to watch trading tutorials on YouTube, hopping from one strategy to another, hoping to find a magic formula that would bring me success. Those were brutal days. I'd sit there for hours watching endless videos trying to make sense of charts, lines, and candles. Every lunch break, every free moment, I'd sneak glances at my phone to check the markets. One day I actually tried to trade while my professor was lecturing. He caught me, confiscated my laptop, and I just sat there feeling my dreams slipping away, even for a moment. But I didn't stop. I couldn't. It was as if something bigger was pulling me forward. At home, the stakes were even higher. I was always on edge, scared that my dad would walk in and catch me with those charts. One night, it almost happened. I was deep into analyzing the market for the next day's trades, totally in the zone. I hadn't even noticed my door was cracked open. Out of nowhere, I heard footsteps. My dad was home late. My heart just about stopped. I shut my laptop, threw myself into bed, and pretended to be asleep as he came in. He stood there for a moment, confused, watching me. I was terrified, but I kept my cool, and he never found out. After drowning in dozens of trading strategies, I realized that if I wanted to make it, I had to pick just one and go all in. It was like breaking out of a cycle of desperation that trapped so many traders. I was done jumping from one secret to another. But let me tell you, this is where most people get stuck. The industry is ruthless. 95% of traders don't make it. Those odds alone are enough to scare anyone away, but I was determined to be in that top 5%. Breaking it down, my process was simple but far from easy. Step 1, first I needed capital. I hustled, picking up jobs, saving every penny I could. Every dollar was a brick in the foundation of my dream. Step 2, then came the live trading accounts and prop firms. This was the big leap, the moment where things got real. There was no room for mistakes, and every decision counted. Step 3, I used the skills I'd scraped together from hundreds of hours of study, and I scaled. With discipline and patience, I kept at it, and incredibly, that balance started climbing. When it finally came time to tell my dad, I knew it was going to be epic. I'd gone from struggling in silence to building something massive, and he had no idea. So I sat him down and told him everything. He was speechless. In his wildest dreams, he couldn't have imagined the results I'd achieved. It wasn't just about the money, it was about proving that I could make my own way, even if he couldn't see it at first. Today, I've been able to retire my dad. Honestly, it's the best feeling I could ever imagine. To see him finally relax, knowing he doesn't have to worry anymore. I can't even put it into words. And it's not just him. I've been able to provide a safe place for my whole family. This right here, is the kind of happiness I never thought I'd get to feel. Now looking back, I'm just grateful. My relationship with my dad has never been better, and he's proud of what I've accomplished. But those early days, I wouldn't trade them for anything. They taught me resilience, grit, and the value of pushing through when the world is telling you to quit.